Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Okay, my name is Novia Pramitri and I am from PBI-A class. Okay guys, in this video I want to explain about phonetics as a study of speech sounds, the benefit of phonetics as a study of English sounds, the production of English consonant sounds, manner and place articulation, the production of English consonant sound distinctive features, and last, phonetics English for articulating English consonant sounds. Let's start. Okay, the first material is phonetics is the study of speech sounds. What is phonetics? According to the online dictionary http://www.dictionary.com, phonetics is the science or study of speech sounds and their production, transmission, and reception, as well as analysis, clarification, and transcription. And according to my theory, phonetics is a science that discusses and studies about a sound, starting from the source of the sound, how the sound is produced, the sound producing organs, and the various kinds of sounds that exist. Next, phonetics as the study of speech sounds. What is meant by speech sounds are the various distinctive sounds produced when someone speaks a certain language which represent their spoken language, and it needs to be understood that speech sounds are not the letters used to spell words, but the sounds that we say and hear. For example, in the word book, this word seems to have three sounds, namely B, O, and K, where B is a representation of the letter B, U represent the letter O, and K represent the letter K. Next, phonetics as the study of speech organ. In producing speech sounds, it is done by passing airflow the lungs to the mouth. Then to produce these sounds requires an articulator or speech apparatus, namely the lips, teeth, alveolar bag, hard palate, velum or soft palate, uvula, glottis, and various parts of the tongue. For example, the tip, middle, and back. Articulators are divided into two, namely active and passive articulators. Active articulators, for example, the tongue and lower lip, and passive articulator, for example, the upper lip, teeth, alveolar ridge, hard palate, soft palate, uvula, and pharyngeal wall. Next, phonetics as the study of speech production. The purpose of speech production is the process of using an articulator or speech organ to produce sounds which start from flowing air provided by the lungs, then passes through the glottis and is modified by the voice channel or vocal apparatus and becomes different sound qualities, namely consonants and vowels. According to http://www in English accent, there are 20 English consonants, and some consonants can represent more than one different consonant sounds. For example, the consonant C can represent the S sound, as in the word city. In English, there are also 5 vowel spellings, namely A, E, I, O, and U. and in general there are about 20 English vowel consonant. Okay, the next material is the benefits of phonetics as the study of the sound of the English language. Okay, there are 6 consonant sound system in English. They are not in the Indonesian sound system and can be a problem. Namely, first, problems in producing sound. The sound V is replaced with a simple sound villa, pronounced villa by the student. Next, problems in producing sound. And the sound is replaced by the sound. For example, the word bread, but says what is pronounced bread. Next problem in producing sound is that the sound deviates into sounds. Next problems, producing the sound is replaced by the sound. For example, the word Martin, but in the case of Marcin. Next problem in producing sound are replaced with sound of sound. For example, the word ginger, but pronounced ginger. And the last problem in producing the sound is called, for example, the word design, but the one produced is design. Next, problem in producing vowels. In the English sound system, there are several errors in producing vowels, namely, an example of a mistake made is that the letter A is changed to sound E, like the word break. This word is pronounced break by the student, not break. Then the word knowledge is changed to knowledge. Next, the benefits that phonetics provide for overcoming problems. The benefit is that phonetics provides an explanation of the method used to solve this problem accurately, because it has been proven empirically that phonetics can help in the development of reading and speaking skills. Next material, production of English consonant sounds, manner and place articulation. Okay, first, place of articulation. The place of articulation is the specific location in the mouth where the two speech organs work together to produce a consonant sounds. There are 6 speech instruments used to pronounce consonant sounds, namely lips, teeth, alveolar ridge, hard palate, soft palate or velum, and 4 parts of the tongue. Then it was shortened to B, La, D, A, Pat, Pa, V, Glo, Lan. B for bilabial, La for labiodental, D for teeth, A for alveolar, Pat for palatal, Pa for velar, Glo for glottal, and La for labiodental. Okay, I want to explain about the sound. The labial sound is produced by joining 2 lips, for example, the word pay. Next, labiodental sound is produced by touching the lower lip and upper teeth, for example, the word wife. Next, the sound of teeth is produced the tip of the tongue or the blade of the tongue is behind the tip and is connected to the upper teeth. For example, the word Thursday and the word this. Next, alveolar sound is produced when the tip of the tongue touches the gum behind the teeth. For example, the word tie and die. Next, palatal sound is produced when the middle of the tongue makes contact with the hard palate. For example, the word judge. Next, velar sound is produced when the back of the tongue touches the soft palate. For example, the word cup. Next, the glottal sound is produced when the air flow is stopped by the glottis. For example, the word how. And the last, the labiovelar sound is produced when the back of the tongue is in contact with the soft palate and the lips also approach. For example, the word what. Okay, way of articulation. The way of articulation describes how to regulate which organ produce consonant sounds and how the flow air is blocked to affect the production of consonant sounds. There are 6 ways of articulation abbreviated as STO, F, A, NAS, L, and A. STO stand for stop, F stand for fricative, A stand for affricative, NAS stand for nasal, L stand for lateral, and A short for approximate. Okay, I want to explain about this sound. First, stop. This way of articulation is produced by closing both the oral and nasal cavities where the air flow is blocked. For example, in the word pen, lock, and die. Second, fricative. This way of articulation is produced by locking the flow of air in the mouth, but not completely shutting down. For example, in the word cycle, zoom, and fun. Third, affricative. This way of articulation is generated by blocking the extreme air briefly with the tongue, and a sudden block, airflow released. For example, in the words check and jump. Next, nose. This way of articulation is produced by locking the flow of the air in the oral cavity using the velum and the back of the tongue so that air passes through the nose. For example, in the words man and Nike. Lateral. This way of articulation is produced by connecting in the tip of the tongue over the alveolar ridge. For example, in the word jump. And the last, approximate. This way articulation is generated by making the articulator interact. For example, in the word you and word. Okay, the next material is the production of English consonant sounds, distinctive features. What is distinctive features in consonant sound? Okay, in English several different consonant sounds are produced in the same place and way articulation. For example, the P and B sound. This sound is identified as a bilabial sound and stop sound. How to identify distinctive features? Okay, you do this placing their fingers on the ballot box, namely the location of the upper throat of the Adam's apple, so that it can be seen whether the vocal cords vibrate or not when a particular consonant sound is made. For example, the sound P and B. When the finger is placed on the ballot box, the sound P does not have vibration, but the sound B have a vibration. Okay, next material is phonetics exercise for articulating English consonant sounds. Why students need phonetics practice? Because in order to learn English, students often have difficulty producing English sounds. So, the phonetics can make their pronunciation accurate. What instructions students need to do when going phonetic exercise? Okay, instructions include: firstly, think about how to make the required consonant sound as instruction on the place of articulation and the way of articulation before making the sound. Second, produce the required sound slowly and accurately. And last, when you get used to making sound accurately, then you can produce sound smoothly. The exercise of producing all English consonant sounds. Voiceless bilabial stop sound. Pill, piece, peer, pitch, pin, pen, pair, patch, palm, and part. Voice bilabial stop sound. B, beat, burr, big, best, bed, bulb, bore, boss, and boom. Voiceless alveolar stop sound. Tim, tip, tell, task, tar, tal, top, tool, tune, and turn. Voice alveolar stop sound. Deep, deal, dear, dark, door, dog, do, daring, dirt, and die. Voiceless velar stop sound. Can, keep, kill, kiss, chemistry, can, cup, palm, car, and call. 6. Voice velar stop sound. Give, get, guess, gas, George, goose, good, girl, game, and guy. 7. Voiceless labiodental fricative sound. Feel, feed, fit, finish, fair, fast, far, for, form, and food. egg. Voice labiodental fricative sound. Fat, very, variant, vest, vow, verb, vital, vouch, voice, and word. 9. Voiceless dental fricative sound. Damn, deaf, theater, theory, teen, teach, think, therapy, third, 30, and thirsty. 10. Voice dental fricative sound. This, dash, dan, them, there, that, then, the, they. Next, voiceless alveolar fricative sound. Sim, sin, simple, city, send, center, said, saw, saw, and song. Next, voice alveolar fricative sound. Zebra, zero, zip, zigzag, zoo, zoom, zone, music, reason, and prison. Next, voiceless palato-alveolar fricative sound. She, sheep, share, short, sue, sure, sugar, should, shirt, and shame. Next, voice palato-alveolar fricative sound. Okay, usual, casual, visual, fizzy, vision, erosion, pleasure, beige, college, sabotage, and mirage. Next, voiceless glottal fricative sound. He, her, him, history, help, hair, head, have, half, and heart. Next, voiceless palato-affricative sound. Cheese, chip, chin, check, chess, chair, change, chapter, chart, and choose. Next, voiceless palatal affricative sound. Okay, jeans, jeep, gym, gen, general, gentle, jazz, John, journey, just, and jump. Next, voice bilabial nasal sound. Me, mean, middle, mint, man, mark, more, money, moon, and mute. Next, voiced alveolar nasal sound. Need, knee, nap, never, nature, Nike, nine, now, known, and nose. Next, voice alveolar lateral sound. Let, life, less, lack, last, lark, loud, lord, lock, and lost. Next, voice palato-alveolar approximant sound. Read, real, risk, read, run, rap, wrong, roof, room, and rain. Next, voice labiovelar approximant sound. Okay, we, weak, wind, will, west, aware, wall, war, water, and want. And the last, voice labiovelar approximant sound. Year, yes, yesterday, yellow, yet, yard, young, yoga, you, and unit. So, the conclusion from these various materials in improving English language skills are very important to understand what phonetics is. Because in phonetics, it describes the various types of a sound, how to produce sound, what speech organs are used. Then, phonetics also explain the various errors that are produced in producing sound in English, such as a problem in producing consonant and sound. And phonetics also provides various exercises in producing English sounds, so that with phonetics our language skill can be more accurate and smooth. Okay guys, I give thanks and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving me the opportunity, healthy and strength so that I can complete this task. And I say thank you for my parents who have facilitated and support so that this task can be complete. And especially to Mr. Andi Karutin as my inspiration, my motivator, so that I can explain these various materials. Also respect for him who has made various materials very well and useful for me. Everyone, it is all from me and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.